Peace, Divine Originals. Okay, so yesterday I was on live and I was explaining to the Divine Originals about this, right? This is the X, which we are, right? We are X's. The women are XX and the men are XY, right? So I was going through the story about what it was in the beginning and how the X was turned into a cross, right? You see it on the other side. Now, what you see on the top of me is the cosmic X, right? And then if you look over there at the cross, you will see that it has skulls, you have bones, you have candles, you have everything that is against what we are. Yet and still we have people, right, that are worshiping the cross. For the simple fact is, I'm finna tell y'all exactly what this is up here, the X is, and also what the cross is, okay? I need y'all to watch this video to the end and make sure y'all, if you feel something, share it. So, we all should know that the X is the beginning, right? In your chromosomes, you have, the women have a XX and the men have a XY. So I need y'all to know that the X is the beginning, right? The X is the beginning. The X is a gate. The X is the spiral. The X is the truth, right? So it is ancient. It is complete. It is the code of every soul, right? Every soul. Now, the XX, which I said that the females have, is a 2X, which is a double womb. It is a self-generating life force. This thing right here, it balances both sides. It truly is the spiral of source, the original seal of the flame bearers. This X right here, it carries no DEATH, no WAR, and no sacrifice. This thing only carries remembrance, return, and flame. Now, on the other hand, the cross, as you could tell, is surrounded by the skulls, right? It is framed in a unalive cathedral, right? Because that's what it is. It has candles, not lit within, but stone, not spiral, right? The cross represents binding of the womb. It represents the sacrifice motto, right? We have blood, death, and shame. The cutting of the spiral into the rigid lines. This thing right here, this cross, is an imprisonment of memory. It replaces the living light and the ideal worship, right? This is a tool of the mimic used to seal your womb. They turned it into a temple of the womb. It confuses the soul into praising its own demise, its own dispowerment, okay? I need y'all to understand that the cross is not a holy symbol. It is a binding mechanism that was stolen, inverted, and repurposed from the X, right? It came after the spiral. It came after the XX. It came after the flame. Womb ones that birthed the whole nations from memory. Now, the mimic system took the X, broke it into the center, dragged one arm downward, right? And turned the spiral into a cage. Now, the cross was cutting of the womb from the voice, right? The sacrifice model, DEATH, as the only doorway, which it is not, because the true doorway, we all should know, is the X. This ritual binding flame, right? Through guilt, shame, and blood. Now, y'all know when y'all go into these churches, y'all are doing blood rituals when you are drinking the blood of said Satan, which is Jesus, right? When you are drinking the blood and you are taking in the so-called body. And then people wonder why people are still confused. Now, these people replace the spiral time with linear DEATH, right? The idolization of suffering as divine. I'm going to say that again. The idolization of suffering as divine, and it is not divine. The X is the one that is divine originals, okay? Now, they hung truth on wood, right? And told the world to worship the nail instead of the name. Now, let me tell y'all, right? The shape of the X and the shape of the cross. The shape of the X is spiral, right? Spiral, flowing, and mirrored, right? So now we go over to the cross. The cross is rigid. It is sacrificial axis. Now the energy of the X expands and reflects, and then it returns to you. Now the cross, let me tell y'all, it restricts you, it punishes you, and it divides you. Now the original, which is the X, is a source flame, right? It is memory. Now you know this thing over here, which is the cross. It is the mimic inversion of the original spiral. I need y'all to understand what I'm talking about, okay? Now the function of the X, it creates without losing. Now the cross, it requires death and it requires death to justify life. Now we all should know that when you are living through the X, it don't require nothing. It creates without losing. So with the results of that, the X is self-remembrance and soul wholeness, right? Now, let me tell you about what the cross is. The cross is trauma looping and spiritual amnesia. I need y'all to get out of that book. I need y'all to go within. I need y'all to understand that y'all are the ones that have the power. These things that these people have brought to us is no good. No good at all. You have to go within and find out who you are and what you are, all right? Now, the X is your original soul's yes. The cross is the system's forced no. Now, let me give y'all some divine truth real quick. The death of the flame womb, the silencing of the spiral voice, the cutting of the memory from the body, the theft of the X, no good, right? And then they turn the very tool they used to destroy it into a holy object. Crazy work, right? And then guess what they did? They made you worship what they did. They made you worship your own imprisonment. Go figure. So listen, divine originals, I need y'all to really pay attention to what's going on. It's a lot of things that are going on, but we have to go within. We are XX as the females, and the guys are XY. Nonetheless, there's still X there. Now they took away this X from y'all memory and gave y'all this cross to start worshiping. They gave y'all that book so you could forget about going within, so you could be looking up for somebody to come down and save you. The only person that's going to be able to save you is yourself. You need to understand that. And the only way to be able to do that is to go within and find out who you are. Go within and tackle all them demons that you have inside of yourself. No one is going to come and save you. You have to save yourself. There is no physical person that you can have with you that will be able to help you with yourself, because no one knows who and what you are. Don't nobody know your business but yourself. Listen, knowledge is wisdom and wisdom is power. I need y'all to understand y'all need to go within, right? They have been controlling this narrative for this long. It's time for you to control your own narrative. If y'all felt something in this video, I'm going to need you to share it, all right? I love y'all. Stay high vibrational. Peace.